going on, guys? So, we are just finishing up a few details here. Yeah, that'll work. Just finishing up a few details on the video itself. And we will get right to it. Plus, it'll give everybody a chance to roll in here. And nice music, very catchy. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. John Garcia, welcome, welcome. Stephen, welcome. Gregory Estevez, welcome. Captain L, already heading to the cockpit. Yeah, buddy. Stephen Welch, can't wait to fly. Yeah, it's gonna get interesting. It really is. I've been practicing. I have done 3 flights. I've actually done this same flight 3 different times. And it's funny because all 3 times ended up with different results. So let's just say that this is going to get interesting to say the least. So what we're going to do is we'll slide this over here. Why? Computer just doesn't want to work right with me today. That's what's taking me so long here. It's just computer just doesn't want to work with me today. And it doesn't like the picture that I had for the thumbnail. I don't know. We could just get rid of this thumbnail altogether. Which is exactly what I think I'm gonna do. Oh no, there were practice flights. Wonder how many failures was on those. Well, you know, it's funny because the practice flights, it was this same very airplane. I did find a modification to this airplane yesterday, or yeah, last night actually, and I ended up putting the modification into it because the modification actually allows more of the plane to come alive, we'll say. So with that being said, yeah, I guess we'll just leave it like this. Hell with it. Actually, you know what? We're going to do it this way. Alright, so now the first practice flight, it was actually when I first downloaded the game. I wanted to see what Microsoft did with their stock planes, because understand, guys, this game is very new, so a lot of the mods haven't been created yet for this game. So when Microsoft released this game, the stock planes that they put into this were, you know, bare bones. So I got a sneeze coming on. Now, whoa, felt that one. So, the first time I got the plane up in the air, everything was going nice and smooth. I created a flight plan. I left JFK, went to KORD, which is Chicago O'Hare, and I was at 36,000 feet, and just as I started my descent, I have no idea what happened. What you see right now, I completely lost all power to the plane, and I couldn't get it back. I was just a nice, quiet glider, and I didn't even make it to the airport. But, yeah, it's been sketchy. Now, my landings are what need work. Now, I did a flight the other day, and it went well. I got the plane on the ground. It wasn't the best landing in the world. I've seen people who skip rocks smoother than what I landed. So, well, is what it is. But we are gonna make a few more edits here, and we will get the show on the road. So April yesterday decided that she was going to create a honey-do list for me, which is why I didn't get a chance to stream yesterday. Now, I probably could have, but by the time I got done doing what she had planned, yeah, it wasn't going to happen. Alright, so we are going to go... Should have probably did all this before I started the stream, but hey, you know. Alright, that's done. So, now we can get the show on the road. So, welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. This isn't going to be a perfectly smooth flight, but we are going to try. The other thing that I have not done yet was set up the camera angles. So this is all we're going to fly by the seat of our pants on this. So we're going to turn the batteries on, and then we can turn all the pumps on. Whew. It's a warm one today. And then we got over here, we're going to get the ground services going. I'll show you guys the outside of the plane today. So let's get the power supply, and then we will get the jetway hooked up. So yeah, we're flying the Southwest A320 today. Let's see. Graphics, I'll tell you, I mean, I've got a couple of issues with the nighttime graphics, and I've yet to figure out why it does this. Now, the daytime flights I can run however I want, on 3 screens, it doesn't matter. Nighttime flights, I've got to reduce it down to 1920 by 1080, so it's just on one monitor, because the lights just look, everything's just complete blur. And then when I reduced it down to 1920 by 1080, everything looked great. So I got to figure out why it's doing that, why at a higher resolution it's doing what it's doing. So we're going to start prepping the plane. We'll switch these over to nav. We'll get this plane aligned. So it shows where we are. I can turn the APU on. Yeah, so now this here, I don't know if you guys are watching other videos of this Microsoft Flight Simulator, but you're going to notice a few things that are different that I'm doing that other people are doing, because not a lot of people have this particular mod. So like with this one here, you've actually got to turn on all of these monitors, or at least turn the lights on them. So like I said, this is going to be quite interesting. Increase the floodlight, we don't need. Maybe this is what turns those ones on. I'm going to turn on the external power somewhere. Yeah, like I said, I'm still actually learning this plane. This isn't a plane that I typically fly in. Personally, I'm a big fan of the 737-800s. So, turn the APU bleed on. It's not available yet. I know a switch for the external power. Somewhere, where are you? You left your coffee out here. Yeah, it kind of got cold and we ended up going with the Mountain Dew. Alright, so maybe you guys are seeing it, maybe I'm not. I know that there was an external power button somewhere, but are you going to let April fly? Sure, if she wants to fly. We turn it. This is a smoking flight. Seatbelts. Yeah, we could throw that sign on. People are gonna start boarding here shortly. As soon as I figure out how to turn this freaking power. Oh, here we go. The one that says available. All right. So now, let's see if we can get the catering services out here. Show you guys what this looks like. And now these like outside services, this all comes with the game. The only mod that's in here is the plane itself, which you get this plane stock. The only thing the mod does is it activates other features in the plane, like some of the stuff that I was just doing. In the stock plane, they're all inoperable. And then the only other mod that's in here is the liveries here. Other than that, what you see is what we get. I tell you, it's pretty detailed. Yeah, buddy. Graphics are pretty sick, though. So while we're waiting for that to align, well, there we go. They all just came popping up. Let's see. I know that they're, nope, ain't gonna work on this one now. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Now this is where things still get a little tricky for me. I'm not the best at setting up this FMC. I can get enough done to where let's see, departure. We are departing off of, we'll look at my chart here, we're departing off of 3-1 left. Take the, I'm going to look at the plan we got here. This one here. Transition with, I believe it's the Candor. Yep. So I use what's called Simbri for a flight plan. So now, I'm not sure if you guys noticed when I showed the external view of the setup that I have my laptop over here. I use my laptop to create the actual flight plan. And then you come in here and pretty much put everything you're doing in here. So the arrival, we are going to be coming into runway 10 left. ILS 10 left, and think we're gonna use this star right here. Gibbons, and then insert. So then what we could do, let's see, let me get a better view of this. There we go. Alright, so we could switch this over to flight plan, drop this down. That doesn't look right already. Oh, so it wants us to fly out and then come back around. So let's do... We're just going to go through the whole entire flight plan, make sure it looks good. That should bring us right into O'Hare. Okay. So we're going to back this out just a little bit. Yeah, down and around and back around. And alright, so we're going to implement that autopilot for sure. Yes, sirree. Alright, so that there is all set. So now we could do a bunch of this other stuff as we are in the air. So did the APU fire up? Not sure if there's something else I need to do to get this thing fired up. APU bleed is on. That's not the one I wanted. We're going to turn... Turn it the other way. There we go. So I want we should have been able to turn this on by now. Gotta get the auxiliary power fired up before we can... Actually, I think it's starting up now. Flaps open, but they're not. We're missing something there, folks. The pumps are good, the bleeds are on. Unless I hear them firing up now. There they go. Yeah, they're firing up. Alright, so the APU's firing up and we'll be able to get rid of the external power. Get the baggage services brought in. Get these people's luggages loaded up. Yeah, buddy. Alright, so what else can we do? Let's see. We'll let the auto throttle. We're going to be flying up to 32,000 feet. So it takes a little bit to get the plane up and going, but oh man, am I loving it. Microsoft did a great job. I know I know a lot of people are giving a lot of negative feedback on this, but these guys did fantastic with all this. They really did. Let's see. Caden, what's going on, buddy? No need to spam the chat there, buddy. Did you shave? No, it just fell off. Let's see. Am I gonna let April fly? We gotta get April in the driver's seat of the semi truck, though. Dark Scythe, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Welcome aboard. Hey, where are you going? Those are all supposed to go on this plane. I don't know. I'm just a pilot. What do I know? Alright, so we are good. Rudder pedals look good. Day's going pretty well. Actually just started recently for me there, buddy. April and I, we go to bed at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So we don't even get up till after 10 o'clock in the morning. So now, I believe, yeah, so we're on live weather. So it should be a smooth flight until we start descending. By the looks of the weather, it was raining pretty good in Chicago, so we may hit some rain in our landing. You know, let's stir things up a little bit. Like I said, guys, there are no promises on this flight. If you have entered this flight, you have entered it at your own risk. So we're going to switch this over to the ILS. .1. Activate that. Now, I did that way early, but that's alright. Not a big deal. So, I think we are ready for pushback. Now, I don't recall which way we need to go. Alright, so we gotta go that way. We're going off the 3-1 left, so we gotta go that way and hook a right. Oh yeah! Good call, Caden. James Green, what's going on, buddy? All this time, Caden's the one that caught the fact that the microphone was up. Yeah, you might want to turn up your mic a little bit. No, I just had to reposition it and put it where it needed to be. Normally I got it right here, but it was way up. Good call, Caden. So, let's see. James Green, I love this game. Yeah, I'm having a good time with it as well. Absolutely. Alright, so we should be ready for pushback. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, let's get on some of these lights. Beacon light can come on, strobe light can come on, then we'll throw the taxi on. And that will be good for now. Seatbelt lights are on. The pusher is hooked up so we could release the parking brakes. Alright, he started pushing, so now we are going to try start engine number 2. contact the tower for clearance. No, I'm not. I haven't gotten into that yet. That tower, I mean, talking to them people, that thing is just obtrusive. I mean, it's obnoxious. So right now we will not be flying with clearance. I could barely hear you. Turn your volume up there, Chief. Let me make sure that this is working. Alright, stream's working. Microphone's showing good. You should be able to hear me pretty good. Steer to the right. Let's see. Yeah, eventually, once I get better with this sim, we're going to be flying on VAT sim. So we actually have real live ATC. Alright, so he's disconnecting. Engine 2 started up. Let's start up engine number 1. And then we will also go flaps 1. And watch number 1 start up. That's number 1 right there. Hey, look, you can see the pilots. I look like a little kid. Pilots are the truckers of the sky. I like that. I may have to use that. Pilots are the truckers of the sky. Alright, so by the looks of it, we're going to take off here, come around, make a left, and then we're going to make a sharp left, get back on course, and we're going to fly right back over the airport. That seems legit. Alright, so number 2 is fired up, number 1 is fired up. Flaps are set to 1, taxi light is on. Shut the APU off, I believe. Yeah, okay. Alright guys, well, here goes nothing. Told you this ain't gonna be pretty. We are gonna try. Now, the other thing that I noticed last night, I didn't have a problem with this before until last night, but I think the alignment is off on the plane. See how now I'm not touching anything and it wants to go right, and I think it's the flight yoke that I have. So later on today, I'm going to have to unplug this and try plugging it back in and see if there's a way to calibrate it. But, yeah, for some reason, it likes to hook to the right. And yeah, like I said, it's not calibrated right. It was fine the first 2 times I got in. In fact, now it seems worse than what it was yesterday. Yeah, this thing is bad. Hey, wait a minute, I gotta see where the hell I'm going here. Dude, you need to slow down. Alright, so our runway is right there, I believe. So we're going to taxi this way. Like I said, there's a couple of quirks that I still need to iron out, but for a first flight, it should go pretty well. Whoa. Yeah, see, this thing just wants to go all over the place. Yeah, so you guys are going to be with me as Trucker Al learns how to become a pilot. Now, I have experience in flight simulators. I used to play X-Plane. In fact, actually, Microsoft Flight Simulator X was my... that was like the game that I used to play a lot back in the day. We gotta make sure nobody's coming in, nobody's taking off. We cross the runway. I believe we're clear. Yeah, this is real bad. Yeah, we like to do fast taxi. You're always on time with Southwest. We'll get lined up here, ready for takeoff here. What's going on, Skeletor? How you doing, buddy? So we'll line up and wait. We'll just double check everything. Alright, so auto brakes are set to max. Flaps are set to 1. We'll get the landing lights on. I had a button for that. Apparently it doesn't want to work. Taxi light can go off. Should be good with the lights. Everything's set there. Make sure nobody's flying in. Doesn't look like anybody's coming in. Nobody's taking off. Alright, we are... Let's get on the runway. Hey, Al, you should check out War Thunder. I will do that. Oh, so we are taking off from the wrong runway, but that's alright. We'll get there. Decided to watch you, man, and doing homework. We'll watch you. Al, do you talk to the tower? In the game, it does have, I mean, like I could do clearance. I have it off right now because it's really obnoxious. But they have a program called, I just said it earlier. They've got a program where there's actually live air traffic controllers. What game is this called? This is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. What's going on, Dane? Alright, so we are good. Except for us being on the wrong runway. Let's see. Yeah, we should have been flying off the other way. That's alright. We will make it work. So what I could do, I know I shouldn't be sitting on the runway while I'm doing this, but that's alright. So we are going to change this. Departure, we're going to go 4 left. There. That's more better. See, now that eliminates the whole going out and flying around. So we just had to change that up. That's alright. Not a big deal. Alright, let's shoot her up to 40%. We're good. Now, if there was a toga button, I'd hit it, but there's not, so... Or that, not that I found. Let's get this bird in the air. E1. Rotate. So we've got a little bit of crosswind. Let's get her up there. Positive rate, gear her up. We gotta hook it to the left just a little bit. Didn't have to drop the power that bad. Alright, so we can start the autopilot. Take a look at the outside. Yeah, buddy. Man, that is absolutely gorgeous. So now off in the distance there, right off the nose there, that's all New York City. Billy Rains, what's up, Al? I thought you had a gaming channel. Yeah, I decided to do it on this one instead. Why start all over? I had just turned this one into it. Alright, so we'll just keep an eye on the plane, make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to. When are you going to change the channel name to Gamer Al? Not happening. Let's see. The one thing I wanted to turn on was the weather. Alright, so we should be good. She's going to get us up to 32,000 feet. We're at 10,000 already, so we can kill all the lights. Wing light, the runway turn off, nav light, beacon, and strobe can stay on. Yeah, buddy. It's not like I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I'm still learning on how to do. That's alright. We will get there, all in due time. Yeah, so there you got Manhattan and the Bronx. Statue of Liberty's out there somewhere. Yeah, buddy. This is what I liked about what they did with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 was the ortho. Was the way that they did all this. I mean, even look at the glare off the water down there at the bottom. They did a fantastic job with this. So not a bad takeoff. We did all right. We got it off the ground. Everybody on the plane is still alive. We did all right. Yeah, it's definitely realistic. It's getting there. It's still got some work to do, but it's definitely come a long way in the few weeks that it's been out. And now the other thing is, I've seen a lot of people who are getting, you know, 15, 20 FPS when they're playing the game and streaming. And I mean, other than a couple of minor stutters, she's running nice and smooth. Alright, so let's make sure she's going to follow. Alright, so she's jumping on the flight plan now. Let's see. We'll check fuel. Alright, so we're good on fuel. Oh yeah, we got plenty. Well, I should have checked that before we took off. Now, there is that another thing part on SimBrief, which is where I get the flight plan from. They have the fuel optimizer in that as well. But I knew ahead of time that I had enough fuel in the plane. So far, so good. Don't recommend taking off seatbelt. Yeah, I would recommend seatbelts during the entire flight, at least for the next week or two, if not longer. Now, that's something else that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be posting something up on YouTube, and it's going to be kind of like a poll to see what kind of game, or what games out of the ones that I've been showing are you guys more interested in. The Flight Simulator, American Truck Simulator, Farming Simulator. I'm also going to be implementing GTA 5, but I think that's going to take a little while because I've got a lot of work to do with that. But at least out of those 4 games, the flight, the truck, the farm, am I missing one? No, so out of those 3 games, I want to know what you guys are more interested in seeing. The other thing that I was thinking about doing is that maybe, I was actually even thinking about doing it tomorrow. I got to talk to April about it yet. But possibly doing like an all-day farm. So we'll start at like, say 11 o'clock in the morning or something like that. And we're going to farm all day long. That's something else I was thinking about doing. We'll get your guys' opinion on that. All-day truck, we could do that as well. All-day truck with April driving. We can, we'll have April run off the government clock, so she's going to do a full 11-hour drive. I knew she'd be laughing. It is a hot one. I've even got the AC on and I'm burning up. These lights are killing me. But if I turn the lights off, it takes everything apart, the whole green screen and everything else. But Microsoft did a really good job making this look real. Yeah, Steve, they definitely did a fantastic job. I know there are some people out there that, I mean, I'm watching some of the reviews on it, and they're getting really, really picky with it. Now, personally, I think Microsoft did a fantastic job. I do think that they could have did a better job with the planes as far as getting everything to work. Like, you'll see a lot of stuff on here that's inoperable. And that is one of the things that, like this one here, couldn't tell you what the button does, but it's inoperable. That one's inoperable. Pedestal lighting, all right. Cockpit door, that's inoperable. But there was a lot of things that are inoperable on the plane when you first get the simulator. The mod that I put in opened a lot of that up, but there's still quite a bit, which I'm okay with because I'm still learning the plane. Now, the other thing I didn't like about it was that they didn't put in a 737-800. They've got a 747, they've got the A320. They put in almost every plane except for the Boeing 737-800, which is my baby. That's my plane. I know how to operate that plane. And so now I'm learning the Airbus A320. But that's all right, though. We get to learn new things. Casey Fuller coming in with a $20 drop. Yeah, buddy. Thanks, Casey. You know I love you, buddy. I appreciate all your support. Casey's always coming in and supporting the trucker rail. I have a hard time driving a tractor, and you guys want me in the truck. Yep. Well, at least if you're in the truck, in the simulator, if you crash into anything, it doesn't come out of my pocket. Alright, so we must be at cruising altitude. Yep. So the plane's going to start leveling out. She'll follow that. Speed is good. She's following the flight plan. Man, that is just beautiful. Casey is doing real well. We got the plane off the ground without killing anybody. You know, it's doing all right, buddy. Not bad at all. Casey, where are you at these days? You still OTR or are you running local? So right now, yeah, we're going over Pennsylvania right now. All right, Caden, be careful, buddy. Go do your homework. Yeah, buddy. That is just beautiful. Casey coming in with the 20. Need anything, drink or food? I can go for a coffee. I need to wake up. Oh, I'm going to eat cold pizza. Yeah, I'm all set. Caden says no. So yeah, like I said, all in all, I mean, I think the game is fantastic. I'm enjoying playing it. I'm enjoying getting on it and flying, and hopefully, I don't have any more hiccups as far as, you know, the flight itself. But I do need to now. I could land a Boeing 737-800 all day long. This game here, it feels a whole lot different, you know, coming in for the landing and when to flare and when to, you know, turn the engines to idle and stuff like that. It's totally different on here. So that's the part that I'm still learning. But all in all, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I really am. Let's see. Stream looks good. Whoops. See, the other thing I like about flying with just one screen in window mode is I could do multiple things, on these other monitors. Not too shabby. So it's not a terribly long flight. Eventually I'll get into the longer flights. I think our next flight will be, where are we going? We're going to Chicago, so maybe we'll go from like Chicago to Denver. And then we'll do Denver to LAX. And then maybe from LAX, maybe we'll go out to Hawaii. So we're gonna fly all over the country. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Thank you. Oh, hot coffee. It's funny because when the first time I did this flight, I think I took a different route though. It was a little bit different, but we ended up going over Cleveland. And it's like, oh yeah, there's the I-80, there's the Cleveland airport. It's like I've been all over this country. It's like I just want to get out of it. Trucker P, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Welcome aboard. Welcome to the flight. That's pretty sick. Good man, just getting off of work. Yeah, buddy. So this week here, all the younger ones are all going back to school. That summer went by quick. I heard on the Weather Channel the other day that they were expecting snow through Wyoming and Montana and Colorado. It's crazy. Al, drink it all. Should I make more? Oh, Steven wants coffee. What do you mean, Al, drink it all? This is my second and a half. My third cup of coffee. But I'll bet you it was nice waking up to coffee, isn't it? Coffee's already made, nice and hot for you. Every morning I get up and I make the coffee before she gets up, for the most part. Up to a foot in spots. Wow. Now, me, personally, I'd love it. I'm all over it. Especially now that I'm not driving truck. I was telling April, I said, we can get 3 feet of snow overnight. I don't care. I hope we get it. I like the colder temperatures. You know, fall and winter. I'm all over it. I am not a spring and summer type person. He's the pilot, needs it all. Yeah, we got, I happen to look over. We got water, Mountain Dew, and coffee. We're good. All I need now is a 5-hour energy drink. Something's wrong with that game. The Earth is flat. No. The curvature's pretty good. Better have a pisser nearby. Yeah, right? Actually, I got one that's right in this room. So, maybe 15 feet away, just in case. We're good. Now, see, April would be a bad pilot. There's no place to stop. You can't just pull the plane into a plane stop and... You'd have to hook April up to a catheter. Yeah, buddy. Absolutely loving this game. You're all set up. Yeah, I got it all in here. You know, it's funny, before I start the stream, I sit here and look around, I'm like, all right, I got cigarettes, I got water, I got this, I got that, everything's good, lights are on. I got like a whole checklist that I go through before I even start streaming. Got to make sure we're set up. Especially, you know, getting into this flight game, because there's going to be times where I'm doing long flights. You know, especially like from LAX to Hawaii, that's going to be a pretty long flight. Eventually, we'll end up on the other side of the world, because I think from Hawaii, we'll go to Australia. Australia, will go up towards like Japan area. We're going to make our way right around the world. That's a pre-trip. Exactly. We do our pre-trip inspection before we start our stream. Absolutely. So now, I just want to double check. Okay. We should be good. Alright, yeah, we're good. So we'll set this to 40. I don't know why that... Is it this? Oh, what is that? Yeah, I didn't need all those weather stations out there. Let's see if we can get the weather. We're going to hit some weather. And that's going to be another test for this. To see how real the weather is. because I was looking at the radar. Here, let me bring it up for you guys. I'm not going to get into all that, so let's just do... What time are we looking at? Holy crap, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon already. So, this is the weather through Chicago. So we might hit a little blip through here. But that's what's coming. And that may make it there before we do. Or thereabouts. So we should hit a little bit of rain going into Chicago. So we'll see how true this live weather stuff is. Let's see. Do you make money on here like you do on Truck Simulator? Yeah. What do you mean? Do I? Oh, you mean as far as the flights go? No. No, you don't get pilot pay. Yeah, do you get paid to fly? No. I have no legs. You don't need legs to fly. Yeah, it's funny too because if you look over here, there's no pilot. No co-pilot. Now you go to the external view. There we are. Alright, so we're about most of the, well, a little bit more than halfway through Pennsylvania right now. I try to make out the highways. That's what you call an ex-truck driver. You go up in a plane, you start trying to make out the I-70, the I-80. That's what we do. So I think the next project that I'm going to work on is getting the camera angles set up in the game. Because I know there's a way where you could set it up where you're actually looking out one of the passenger windows. I think that's a cool view. But I want to get those set up soon too. Because right now you got the inside and the outside, and that's pretty much all we got. Now see, here's the other thing. This is live traffic. Right here, there's a little dot. That's another plane. I can't tell what he is. That's another plane flying this way. Now, yes, everything on here is live. So you got live traffic, live weather, all that good stuff. Now, as far as live traffic, I don't know if it's live as in what's really up in the air right now, if that's what they go off of, or if it's live as in people that are in the game. That I don't know. Oh, VATSIM. That's what I was thinking about. So, VATSIM is going to be something that I'm going to implement as well in the near future. VATSIM is real cool. You actually have people who have a setup like mine, and they are inspiring air traffic controllers. So what they do is they have a program called VATSIM that they go on, and they are real live air traffic controllers for us, for the simmers. They can see our plane, they can see where we're at, how high we are, they see everything. So VATSIM connects itself to the flight simulator, and even when we're at the gate, we'd call in VATSIM, call in for clearance, we call in for pushback, we call in for taxi, for clearance for takeoff. They see it all for all the simmers that are in the game, and it's actually pretty cool. So once I get where I feel I'm good enough at operating these planes, then and I'm not even sure if VATSIM is actually connected yet. I did see something the other day, or read something about it, where they were saying that VATSIM is now connected, but we'll see. Coffee. Let's see, are we actually going to fly over Cleveland? Nope, we're going to be south of it. You still might be able to see it though. Yeah, I'm sitting there looking back and I see Jeremy. Something wrong with that game. The earth is flat. You know how many people are out there that actually believe that? That earth is actually flat? Oh, that's funny. See, the other thing I like about this game is once I get the plane in the air and set the autopilot, I can hang out with you guys. Now, the other thing, there's always something. Currently, there is no you have to control. So even with an autopilot landing, like we're gonna do, Marku, what's going on, buddy? He says, "Yeah, Captain." There's no way to tell when you should start your descent. So, like in X-Plane 11, when you program it, it's programmed into the FMC when the plane should start descending, or something like that. Here it's all guesswork. So, effect OXI. So right here, it wants us at 9,000. So now if I look at the ILS approach into that particular runway, so the diagram says 8,000, that says 9,000, so I think we're going to go with 8. So we should be at 9,000 feet at the Gibbons. As we'll do 9,000 there, 8,000 here. And then we should be able to pick up the localizer and do our approach from there. So now somewhere around Oxy is where we're going to start our descent. There's something to keep an eye on. Now you'll see in future planes, you know, when these modders actually come out with planes that operate the way that they should, you'll see that, you know, there's a spot on the flight plan that actually it'll start descending on its own, like it should. Now, still quite a ways out. So yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking as far as you want to do an all-day trucking, all-day farming. I do want to do all-day farm. I want to start to get April more into streaming, and I know she set up her YouTube channel and stuff like that, but she, you know, I need to light a fire under her and get her into her streaming. And she loves the farm game, absolutely loves it. And we've been talking about it for a while, doing like an all-day farm. And I'd like to pick, you know, a day of the week and do like an all-day farm, and then do like another day we'll do all-day trucking. So we'll see how it goes. I know a lot of my streams are going anywhere from an hour and a half to 3 hours long. Where if we end up doing like an all-day farm, now we're talking, it could be 7-8 hours, who knows, if not more. Farming Friday. I'll be honest something there. We could do trucking Tuesday and farming Friday. I gotta write that one down. Trucking Tuesday and farming Friday. We may just do that. Weather's pretty clear over Pennsylvania right now. I'm kind of hoping we do get into that weather in Chicago. You guys will see how well the weather looks. I mean, I could change it, but you know, if you go and change, you know, something like that, the weather or the time during the stream, it ends up pausing it for probably a good minute, minute and a half, so it loads everything in. Taking a good chance of it crashing. Flying Wednesday. Trucking Tuesday, Flying Wednesday, Farming Friday. Yeah, I told you guys before, we're going to set up a schedule eventually. And then once I get GTA 5 into this, that's going to be a whole nother day there. Run LSPDFR. Yeah, buddy. We'll get there. Outlaw Monday. Darkside's gonna be my planner. Alright, so for those of you that are in the stream, I'm showing there's 11 people in here right now. For those of you that are in here, how many of you guys are actually on Facebook? Give a thumbs up for anybody that's on Facebook. I'm debating whether or not I want to go down that road again with Facebook. And what I mean by I'm not changing the stream. I mean, we're going to be doing all of our videos on here. But what I was going to do was create a Facebook page. And, you know, we'll take pictures during the stream and stuff like that. And I can take, you know, after the stream is uploaded, I can go back in and I can take certain parts of it and implement it into a video and post that up on Facebook, kind of like an advertisement type thing. But, do you trucking IRL? I used to. I just got out of it about 2 weeks ago. Yeah. I don't know what's gonna stick with all of that, but I am done as a company driver. If I do go back over the road, I'll either be a lease operator or an owner operator. But as far as driving for a company, no, those days are over. But anyways, and then the other thing that I was thinking about doing was that with the program that I use to do the stream, I can both stream on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So, you know, I'm curious to know how many people are actually on Facebook and whether or not it'd even be worth creating a whole nother account for it. Because ever since I got off of Facebook, oh, it's so nice. I mean, I'm not seeing any of that drama out there and all that crap, and I don't miss it. But at least if I created a gaming channel and just used it as a gaming channel on Facebook, then I should be able to avoid all of the nonsense. Alright, let's see. How many nautical miles away are we? So 54, from our next waypoint. Trucker Will Shadow Prime. Yeah. We were just talking about it again the other day. I will take pictures of him laying around on the couch and post them too. Dark Side, I hate Facebook. Yeah, I know. Mark Goose says no Facebook. Scott Streamer, what's up, buddy? 15 minutes. Oh, I'm waiting for that truck to leave. I'll call you back in 15 minutes. Start calling you my father. Yeah, buddy. So see, everybody's agreeing with me on that Facebook thing. I may just scratch that whole idea as well. Instagram? You know what? I've never been into Instagram. I don't even know anything about it. Now, I know April's got one and the kids have got one and stuff like that. I don't know the first thing about it. I've never looked into it. It's, same thing with like Twitter and, all that. I don't know the first thing about it. I could do Instagram. I have to look more into it and see what's involved in that. Alright, so not too far from the border. Pretty soon you ought to start being able to see the bottom tip of Lake Erie. We're going to make a slight right-hand turn here shortly. But we should be able to see the bottom tip of Lake Erie. Dude, I was so busy that then I forgot about it. It's all good there, Scott. It's all good. We still love you. Yeah, so we're going to go just south of Cleveland. So currently we're actually looking almost due north. Like up here is north. I can show you where we're at. So here's the little map I stare at. That's as far out as I could zoom. But like here's Lake Ontario. This is where Trucker Al lives. Then you got Buffalo, Niagara Falls here. Come down to 90 through Erie. And then there's the Cleveland Airport right there. And that's us. And this is our flight path that we're going to take. So we'll be just south of the lake. Come in, we'll do a U-turn and then come into Chicago. So far, so good. Bird's still in the air. I was sick all weekend. Oh, my father came back, huh? Didn't even know. Oh, here's what I didn't tell you guys. So if you remember on the trucking sim where we had left off, I was gonna work on looking for a trailer of our own. Well, lo and behold, I found one, and it's all dialed up, matches the truck and everything, and I can't wait to show you guys that one. We may get back on later tonight. We'll see. I'm debating. We'll see how Trucker Al feels. What kind flying controller do you have? I've got a lot. I've got the Xbox 360 controller that I use. I've got the flight soak system that I use is from Logitech. I've got a Logitech side panel button box that I use, and that's it. So, and then for the steering wheel and pedals, I've got the Logitech G29 with the shifter and pedals. I went the cheap route in the beginning as far as the controllers go. So I went all Logitech with that stuff only because it works, and they're probably one of the cheapest on the market. And so I decided to spend the money on the computer and the monitors and stuff like that, you know, the microphone. So that's where my money went. As far as the controller stuff, I went the cheap route. But the computer, I mean, we've got the i9 processor, 9900K. I'm making that right turn. And then we got the GeForce 2080 Super graphics card, 32 gigs of RAM. So she's a beast of a machine. But that's where the money went. Red Monkey Trucking. Yeah, buddy. What's going on, buddy? Hey, good video last night. You know, I love it when, you know, people go live that I typically watch on a regular basis. You know, it's nice when I'm sitting on the couch. It's like, hey, look at this guy's live, and I can go on and watch him, and, you know, it's nice to give back a little bit. Alright, so if you look, this is the shoreline of the southern tip of Lake Erie. This here, I believe, is the Cleveland Airport. It's going to be hard to see. Yeah, we're quite a ways out. But look at the detail that they put into this. All the different farmlands down there, the roads. Man, I don't care what anybody says. They did a fantastic job with this. Do a barrel roll? No. I'm trying. My first time flying, damn near. Attention, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do a barrel roll. When the oxygen masks fall on, make sure you take care of yours before you help others. We're going to test these planes out. What's going on, Brandon? How long did it take to make this game? They worked on it for quite a while. They had a hell of a team working on it. I think from the time that I heard about it to the time that came out was almost a year. But they had to have been. I think it was even longer than that. Just got a message. We all got a 1 cent pay increase. I wonder if what I said to the CEO had anything to do with that. But 1 cent pay increase. Woo! Won't break the bank. You know, even at CR England, when they did their pay increases, at least they did 3 cents. But hey, I'm not complaining. You guys got a 1 cent pay increase. Take it and run. You know, what's that give you on an average of, what, 25, 30 bucks a week? Take it and run. Let's see. Put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye. Yeah. Attention, folks. This is your captain speaking. I do per diem anyway, so I think that's 38 for me. Nice. Yeah, I did the per diem as well when I was there. Alright, so there should be, I was going to say, there should be an airport right underneath us. We've got a small one there. Right there. Couldn't tell you which one it is. But in case we had to do an emergency landing, at least we got a place to go. Yeah, so there's the bottom tip of Lake Erie. Right there. I don't know how it works. I just signed up for it because I figured it would be yearly payout. Yeah, in a nutshell, you get more money in your paycheck during the week. But the way you do your taxes, it's a little bit different, but it all averages out to be around the same. That is just absolutely beautiful. Let's see, how fast are we going? About a little over 280. That's about right. Could go up a little faster, but we're not going to mess with anything. And I think that was a lot of my problem. When I first started flying this to test things out, was that I would start messing with stuff. Like I would notice right there, okay, we're only doing 280. Hell, we can bring this up to 310. And I'd start messing with stuff. Start messing with the autopilot and stuff like that, and then it's time for me to, start my descent, and it's just all screwed up. So we're not going to mess with anything if we don't have to. Not realistic. They told me the Earth is flat. Well, here we go again. We just had that conversation. The Earth is flat. I think the next time when we fly from Chicago to Denver, I'll try to set it up where we could watch the sunset, because the colors that they put into this game are unreal. I'll have to set that up for like an evening flight. Let's see. So does the simulator give random errors and radio to do altitude corrections to avoid collisions? If I was following the ATC, yes. Or if ATC was following me, yes, it would do that. But I don't have the air traffic control on right now because it's just obnoxious. I'll tell you what, the next flight we do from Chicago to Denver, we'll turn on the ATC and we'll go strictly by that. And I'll show you what I mean by how obnoxious it is. I played truck sim while the kids were doing their school classes today. Nice. Caden's back. What did I miss? Pennsylvania. He didn't miss much. I may move these lights. I may move them back a little bit. Boy, with the whole setup on, you've got those big backlights for the green screen, that monitor, these three monitors, the computer. It generates so much heat. Even the air conditioner that I have in this room, I'm boiling right now. That's why you see me doing this all the time. I gotta do something different. I watched one YouTube video and a player was controlling the ATC, giving runways and talking to pilots around the airport. He may have been doing that on VATSIM. Yeah, that's something I'm gonna implement in time. I need to get a little bit better at flying than where I'm currently at in order to join VATSIM. But yeah, we'll get onto that. The simulator itself has its own VATSIM, or has its own air traffic controllers. As you can tell, it's all computerized. Like I said, the next flight we do from Chicago to Denver, I'll use air traffic control. But the live one, yeah, that's on VATSIM. We'll get there eventually. Looks like we got another plane up here. Right there. I don't know why he's not showing up on my map. Yeah, I'm not even showing him on the map. It's the guy that talked about with a jetpack. Yeah, could be. Alright, so we're not all that far out from where we're going to start our descent. And then that's pretty much where you put your head between your legs and pray. That's where things are going to get interesting, is this ILS landing we're going to do. And hopefully the plane doesn't lose power. I'm curious. I mean, I even looked it up on YouTube. I Googled it. I looked at all these different search engines to see if that happened to anybody else with this particular plane. And there isn't anything out there. And I wish I was recording it. Because like I said, I changed the altitude setting. I was flying at like 36,000 feet. Changed it down to 12, and the plane started going down. The power decreased a little bit in the engines, and then all of a sudden, all power gone. I couldn't put the landing gear out. I couldn't adjust the flaps. There was no hydraulic system whatsoever. There was just nothing. I was just a tuna can in the air, just gliding. I have no idea what happened. Hopefully that doesn't happen now. I don't recommend unbuckling your seat buckle. No, that ain't gonna happen. Nope. In fact, I think that's still on. Oh yeah, seatbelt signs are always staying on. At least for the first couple of weeks. We are rookie flying. Now, supposedly we got a co-pilot, but Scott Streber says, yo! Yo! When do we land? Soon. We're going to start our descent here in about 10-15 minutes. If we make it on the ground, I'd say 25 minutes, half hour. You never know. Is April watching? I have no idea. Probably. Yeah, buddy. I just love how this looks. I can't wait to get to other parts of the world. Flying into Hawaii is going to be awesome. I mean, yeah, it's mostly a water flight, but, you know, spending all that time in the air over the Pacific, and then off in the distance you'll see the land coming in, the island. That's going to be awesome. I played the Flight Sim 97 when I was a kid, never understood what I was doing though. Yeah, I know. Does this try and sim the actual flight time? Yeah. If you're going, yeah, the right speed and all? Oh yeah, absolutely. So if you had a family member that was flying from JFK to Chicago, if we took off at the same time, we were going the same speed and landed at the same time, yeah, that's exactly what it is. I'm always watching, but I just got a phone call. Tell your boyfriend you're busy. Yeah, buddy. Well, let's see. We got 37 nautical miles to that waypoint, and then we got 2 short hits. Yeah, so pretty soon we're going to be starting our descent. We ain't got much further to go. I mean, here's the map right here. We're going to start our descent shortly after Oxy. Probably right around in here somewhere we'll start our descent. We're going to go from 32,000 feet down to 9,000 at Gibbons. That's where we're at. So yeah, somewhere right in here we're going to start our descent shortly after Oxy. Ah, Mia got her shots for school. Yeah, buddy. What edition of this game do you have? I got the premium edition. I'm gonna have to figure out how to put up the FPS counter. I want to know how many frames I'm getting, because for the most part she's running pretty smooth. When do we get a pack of peanuts and a Bloody Mary? You're gonna have to ask your stewardess. April will take a whiskey. Geez, it ain't that bad of a flight. God, come on, people. It's been nice and smooth. Or are you guys just preparing for the landing? We're gonna need a lot more than that. Oh, let's see. Well, the waypoint that shortly after the waypoint that we're going to start our descent, it's called Oxy. So, just preparing for the landing, right? You guys are going to want some pretty strong stuff for that landing. I don't know. It may be nice and smooth. I may be able to do some impressive shit during the landing, saying that we're streaming this one. I'll take a Big Mac, nuts, and a Dr. Pepper. Better leave that bathroom clear for Caden. I think he's going to need it for this landing. I'm going to make a formal complaint that stewardess April hit my... Only the best on Southwest. We got to get April a stewardess outfit. Move your damn leg, she says. I'm too young to be a ghost, Al. Hey, you should have thought of that before you joined this flight. There were warnings before we removed the gate. Old Hooters uniform. Hooters, Hooters, Hooters. Oh, yeah. Yep, we could turn this stream right around. Put April in a stewardess uniform. Have her pop in and out of the camera. Yeah, buddy. Wings and beer on this flight. Damn right. Alright, let's see what we got. So this is Oxy. We're about 40 miles out from Oxy. So shortly after that, we'll start our descent in. Once we get to Oxy, it'll tell me how far we are to the next waypoint, which is Gibbons, where we need to be at about 9,000 feet. So we'll have to see how far out we are from that. So far, she's looking pretty good. Yeah, buddy. It is going to be an interesting landing, to say the least. Let's see, 111.1. channel 48. And it's 93 degrees. Alright, so that'll be that. We're going to let the plane control all that. We're going to let the plane control all that it will. I think the only thing that we need to maintain is our speed and altitude. I think other than that, the plane will follow the route in. It should. Guess we could have did that earlier. Switch these over to here. We'll see. Can I just be your co-pilot? Sure, if you wanna. If you don't want to be a stewardess. April's just there to flip switches and look important. Yeah, that's it. And hook Trucker Al up with some coffee. One of these days we'll get April to land the plane. Alright, so let's see. 12 miles from Oxy. Keep an eye on that. Manuel, what's going on? Can you go to the stadium? So let's go in Mexico. We'll end up down there eventually. It's probably going to be a while with the plan that we have, because we got this one here going to Chicago, and then from Chicago we're going to Denver, Denver to Los Angeles, Los Angeles to Hawaii, and then we're going to make our way around the world that way, and then eventually we'll end up in Mexico. I'd have to look it up exactly where that stadium is. You live near that stadium there, Manuel? And I'll tell you what, that's something else that I did. Just for shits and giggles. The airport that's here, I took a little crop duster plane just to see how realistic they really made this game. And I flew out of our airport and went down to a roundabout where I grew up. And man, they did a fantastic job modeling all that. So we're 107 miles, so we're going to start our descent. Bring this down to 9. We will set our, we'll go about 15, we'll go 1,800 feet per second, or per minute. So now it's going to start our descent. We just got to watch our speed. Now see, automatically, I didn't even touch anything. Automatically, you can hear the engines drop down. That's going to help control our speed. Well, so far so good. I may have to go more than that. I want to get down to 9,000 by the time we get there. North Korea coffee with the Kims? Yeah. So Chicago, the airport is right around up here. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to bypass the airport this way, and then U-turn around and come back into the runway from the west. As you see here. So the Chicago airport's right here. We're going to go past the airport, U-turn, and come back in and around. Hopefully. Solo flight into Flat Cannons. Yeah, could do that. So I want to slow this down just a little bit, so I'm going to bring the speed brakes up just a little bit. Well, I guess it doesn't help when the motors are gonna go back up. We got 82 miles. Yeah, so we're looking good. I don't see any rain. I don't even see a cloud. Alright, so we'll get one more cancer stick in before we land. This is going to be a hairy one. But yeah, I don't see any clouds. Ah well, we'll hit weather eventually somewhere. Biting my nails for the Freightliner package. Yeah, April's going to be posting very soon. There's another plane down there. Alright, let's keep an eye on our speed. May have to slow her down just a little bit. Let's bring it down to 230. We got to be under 250 knots by the time we get to 10,000 feet anyways. So we'll bring it down to 230. We'll slow the bus down and oh, cool, can do live weather. Yeah. Yeah, it does live weather. Yeah, what's stall speed? 128, I think. We're gonna go in somewhere around 140, 145. Now see, here's another thing. I haven't done a full flight yet since I put the mod in, and I know that some of the changes that they did with that mod is the way that the plane reacts to certain things, you know, like the ILS situation and all that. So this may very well go nice and smooth. I'm done watching stream today, Mom says. Yep. Mama Bear's gonna crack that whip. So yeah, right up here is the actual airport. Man, look at that detail. Ooh. We got more planes out this way. We got one over here. One there, one there. Looks like a lot of people are flying out of the Chicago area. Alright, so we can, let's see, where are we? 52 miles out from the next waypoint. We're at 14,000, going down to 9,000. We'll be alright. So far, so good. Nice and smooth. If you guys haven't yet, give the stream a thumbs up. Let's get those likes out there before we do this landing. I don't know if anybody's gonna like it to come then. I told you, I'm not making any promises when it comes to the landing. That's something that I need to practice with. This is where things get interesting. We'll get it in there though. Alright, Caden, have a good day, buddy. Alright, so where are we? 46 nautical miles out. We're 3,000 feet above where we need to be there, so that'll work. We can actually drop that down a little bit. Speed is looking good. Oh, where do we need to be? Alright, we're not looking all that bad. Just before we make our turn, we'll drop the speed down just a little bit more. I'm ready for the landing. I've already had 3 shots. Yeah, buddy. I love playing Arma 2 and Battlefields, just Halo troops in and out of Halo. Nice. Hey, Caden, I thought Mom said get off the stream. Don't get in trouble. Not on my behalf. Alright, so we can actually bring this down just a hair. Bring that down to 40 miles out. Almost at 9,000 now, so we're ahead of schedule on the altitude. Yeah, buddy. So we should be trying to see if I can find the I-80. Might be up north here a little bit. Don't land on a Dan Ryan. That looks amazing. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It's beautiful. Alright, so we're at 9,000 leveled out. Speed, we're at about 230. Where are we? 32 miles out from the waypoint. That'll work. Let's enjoy the scenery for a few minutes. You know, all the residential area down there. Man. I had a bag ready. Yeah, get your bags out. Stewardess will be around to collect all the garbage and anything you've got left. Make sure all your trays are in the upright position. Seatbelts are fastened. Keep your hands, head, and arms inside the vehicle at all times. And enjoy the ride. Alright, so we're going to bring the speed down in just a few minutes. Body bags? No, they got that covered down on the ground. They got enough of them. Two 8 right. That ain't the runway we're going on. Alright, so we got a minute or two. Don't worry, I'm on duty at the emergency exit. Yeah, it's going to be a busy night for the emergency crew. Yeah, buddy. Alright, let's, the other thing that's not implemented into this game yet is the replay. So, once I land the plane, I can't go back and look at it from different angles. that's a feature that they are currently working on, and I believe somewhere in the next within the next 2 or 3 updates, that is going to be a feature that's put back in here, which that's going to be cool. Because once we land and we get parked, I can go back, I can reverse the video, and then look at it from an outside view, and we could watch the plane come in. That'll be pretty cool, so I'm excited for that one. We're going to drop our speed down here, around 200. I like how this is the acting. I believe it's because of the mod, because when I did this before, just a stock plane, it didn't react this smooth. I'm kind of liking that. Alright, so we should be good for now until we start to make our turn. Hand on the lever, leg cocked ready for the FBI door. Yeah, have fun kicking these doors in. I wonder if the pitch is automatic. Yeah, that's all automatic. Looking good. Yeah. Alright, so we got a lot of planes in this area. Look at this. Look at all these planes. This is us right here. All these planes that we got to watch out for. Looks like these two here look like that they're going in for a landing. This one here maybe. You guys better get the hell out of my way. We ain't got time for this. There is going to be no go around. We're landing on that runway whether somebody's on that thing or not. Do you have to put the landing gear down, or does it come down automatically right before you land? No, I got to put it down. Skeletor is the air marshal. Hell yeah. No, I got to do all that. I got to do the flaps, the landing gear, set the brakes, which we'll do all that once we get on the approach. We're going to start to make our right-hand turn. Let's see, we can set the auto brakes to that. Field Marshal Von Skull. Oh, we going to crash. Well, thanks for the confidence there, April. See, she has no confidence in me. I could drive a semi-truck, but You know, an Airbus A320 is just out of my league. She might be right. Alright, so just before our turn, we're going to drop this down to 180. We'll go to 190. It's okay, collision detection will pop out the air brakes if it sees a cone. Yeah. Yeah, and just so everybody's aware, the Airbus A320 Nero, it's the new plane that's now in manufacturing, and it's probably one of the largest, or probably one of the aircrafts that are most selling at this point. We have airbags in our seats, too, so when we crash land, you'll get hit with a pillow. You believe that? I got a bridge in London to sell you. Alright, so now we're going to make our right turn. She's following it pretty good. I'm liking this. We'll go flaps 1. I'm liking it. So far, so good. Have you hit a goose yet? Nope. No bird strikes. Let's see. I know we were supposed to do this at 10,000 feet, but hey, you know, we wing it. We're not politically correct here on the stream. So we're going to drop this down to 180. So our speed's pretty good, so we could start setting up the plane for the landing. We're going to set up our speed brakes. That's set. Auto brakes are set to medium. So we got the landing gear, the flaps, the speed, the altitude, you know, all that good stuff. So now, by the time we get to Gibbons, we got to be at about 8,000. We could start making our way down to that now. Bring our speed down a little bit more. And go flaps 2. Just for safety, I'll start playing Southern gospel music. Right. He throws the monkeys up. Hey, let's see if I got a good music. No, not that one. No, not that one either. I thought I had music for this, but don't worry. We'll see. Flaps are looking good. We should be hitting a localizer pretty soon. You guys have no faith in me. Hey, I think I've done pretty good up until this point. I know landing is probably the most important point, but still. I see the confidence is just pouring out of your pores. So we do have 3 planes that are just ahead of us that are landing right now. We're all on the same path. In fact, not only are there 3 planes on our path, but the next runway over, there's 3 planes on that path as well. This is going to be a busy airport. Lots of faith, Al, unless you start changing Allah Akam. Nice. I'm going to go down to 160. Oh, look at that. It even... You know what? I wonder if this was going to automatically do it. Get us to these... We're going to try it. Yeah, we're going to try something. Oh, I'm nervous. Now I got everybody watching. We got more viewers watching the landing than we had the whole stream. Whew, get your likes out. So what we're going to try, I'm going to see if the autopilot will automatically bring us down to where it needs to be. Yell at ATC that these are streets and hell with traffic. Yeah, right. Alright, so I don't know if I wanted to do that just yet. Let's just, you just put me right back to 7,000. We'll play with this in just a minute. Because it wanted us at 9,000 here. So we are quite high. Now, as soon as we make this turn, we'll be able to hit the localizer. That's what this star here is. So usually once that gets in the middle, we can press the localizer. And it should pick us right up. Now, the last time I hit the localizer, it's, again, the factory plane, but all of a sudden, I was on course, and all of a sudden the plane went like a golf ball. Alright, so we clicked on the localizer, she's stable. ILS runway 10 left, that's good. Let's see if she's gonna bring us down. So we're at 7,000, so we're one ahead. So once we get to Burke, it should start bringing us down to 6,000 at Cisco. Let's see if the autopilot will do it. You see the airport way up there. Woo. Oh boy, I'm there. I'm sweating. If this works, I'm gonna blame it on the mod. I mean, I do have a little bit of experience flying, but, and what I mean on the sim, not real life. I've been in planes. I've been in tons of planes. Alright, we're going to bring the speed down to... Actually, we'll leave it right there. We'll bring it down to about, well, I think we'll come in at about 150, 48, 153. Or 148. I think we'll go 148. Let's see if this is going to bring us down. I'll be excited if it does. Why are you going off course? Oh, there you go. Don't make that left turn that steep, man. Make me nervous. So the other planes, they're quite a ways ahead of us, so they should be able to land and get the hell out of our way. Alright, so notice how it didn't bring us down. So we're going to do it ourselves. So we are a little high of the glide slope, so we're going to drop this down. We'll come down to 5. And then once this gets in the middle, we can hit our approach. And it should, the plane should take over from there. Come on, get down there. Rather be a little high than a little low. Rather be a lot of high than a lot of low. Looking good. Alright, we can get the landing gear out. Drop this down to 4. Should be able to hit the approach. I'm gonna drop our speed down. Alright, so we should be good. Oh, you can see the runways. That's the airport. Oh boy, look out. I have 2 hours of flight time. I ain't taking off or landing. Alright, so now the plane's taking itself over. So she should bring us right in. Oh boy. Whoa! Are you nuts? Oh, oh my God, look at this. A United Airline, go figure. Oh, what the hell is he doing? What is he, in an air show?
2,500.
Oh, really? So we're running just a little bit low on the glide slope, but we're still okay. Flaps are good, speed brakes are armed, auto brakes are set to medium. Oh boy. Swift of the skies, nice. That was a pucker effect. Yeah, we're pretty low here. Well, we're right on. Yeah, buddy. Call your family now. Oh, this ain't gonna be pretty. Look at that.
One
1,000. 1,000 above. My electronics are turned off. I'm not taking the blame for this one. Come on, we're doing good so far. Doing real good. We're right where we need to be. Man, I can't believe they put that building right there. I gotta land right on top of it.
300.
We're coming right in, guys. We're dead on.
200. 100.
Shut the autopilot off.
40, 30, 20.
Give it a little flare.
5.
Not bad, not bad. Wow. Not bad, folks. Look at that. We're on the ground. We'll clear the runway. Alright, spoilers are good. Yeah, that was a nice smooth landing. Now, I wish I can go back and look at the replay of it, but... blood pressure normalizing. I had it the whole time, guys. The whole time. Yeah, we had it the whole time. Alright, so we could shut lights off. We'll put the taxi light on. Maybe. Wing light can come off. We're good. Yeah, flaps are good, everything's good. That's one of the other planes that just came in. That blue one straight ahead of us. I do need to fix this calibration, though. This is horrible. If I was flying out, we would have landed on the warehouse. Nice. Nah, I told you guys, we had this the whole time. I at least had confidence in myself. Thank God for autopilot. Yep. Whew, we made it. Auto brakes or the parking brake is set. And we're good with all the lights. Beacon light can come off. Strobe lights can come off. Let's get ground services out. See if they're going to attach the jetway. I don't know if that jetway is going to connect to us, but oh yeah, look at that. Good deal. Alright. Oh, we should have probably started the APU. Kill engine 1 and 2. And then we'll get the passengers off. We'll get you guys off safe and sound. We'll get your luggage taken out here. Yeah, buddy. Not bad, guys, I'll tell you. For the first time streaming it and only the third time flying, we did pretty good. It gets me excited for future flights. Whoops. Not bad at all. Alright, so that's that. We'll get the rest of this shut down here shortly. But hey man, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And what's on the agenda for tomorrow? Tomorrow is going to be Farm Sim 19. April and I will be on that. We may even jump on there this evening. But if you guys don't see the notification that I'm on tonight, then it'll definitely be tomorrow. But other than that, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And we'll see you on the